Hi everybody, it's Alicia from Papercraft Secrets. Today I am talking about a blind scrap. In our little group, Papercraft Secrets Creating with Confidence, Kerry kindly hosted the challenge for September. Every month we do a challenge, and this month it's a blind scrap. So to play along, you need to find the event that Kerry's made in the group, and I've printed out the instructions so that we can have a look at them here. I'm going to go through it and make my blind scrap because this is my very first blind scrap. I've never done one of these before, so it's new and it's fun, and everybody in the group that's participated has really enjoyed the challenge. So step 1, it says on your cardstock base, ink, paint and or stamp a border about 1 inch around all the edges of the cardstock. Add a doodled line around it also. That is step 1 of the blind scrap completed. So now I'm going to move on to step 2. Step 2 says, using your first piece of pattern paper, doodle around the edges and then place it on your layout about halfway down and across the middle of your base. So we're looking at a piece of paper that's going to be going across the base, and it is going to be doodled around the edges as well. Now in terms of doodling across this section here, I think that's going to be a little bit too busy, but I will certainly do some doodling perhaps along this bottom bit here, and I'm thinking that some inked edges might look quite nice on this layout because there is a lot of black in the photo, so I wanted to bring some black into the layout. Because it's a new stamp, I'm just preparing it because I haven't used that one before, so I've just given it a little bit of a roughen up with my Cardstock sanding block, and then I've stamped it out a couple of times on some scrap paper so that when I do it on my proper copy, hopefully it'll come up quite nicely. Okay, so there I have my border around the edge, and that's the thing with a challenge is that you can modify it to suit your project. You don't have to do it exactly the same as what is on the thing. It's just meant to be a starting point to have a little bit of fun. So I can actually stick that down now. Okay, so step 3. Using your 2 other pieces of cut pattern paper, doodle around edges on them also. Lay your largest piece about 1 inch from the left hand side of the cardstock, vertical on the base, and lay your smaller piece on it about 2 inches from the edge of the first pattern paper. So we're layering 2 pieces of cardstock or paper like that, one on top of the other. Step 4 in the challenge, it says mat your photo with a thin border on cardstock or paper, patterned paper. cut the doily in half and layer underneath photo and a punched piece of cardstock. Place your photo on your layer approximately 3.5 inches from the top of cardstock and from the left. So it's going to be about there. My photo, I printed it at home. It has a white border, so I'm going to use that as the layer. Obviously the doily is not going to really suit my layout because I'm doing a boy layout. So I'm going to have to use my creativity to come up with something a little bit different to put underneath my photo, and I think I'm just going to choose some layers of papers, and I also have these chipboard stickers which I might be able to use as well. Okay, that's step 4. Let's move on to step 5. Step 5 says, on top of your photo, add a tag or journal spot and put your title on it. Use whatever you have, like stickers, chipboard stamps, etc. It should be a little over your photo. I'm not sure about my title yet. I'm thinking maybe a piece of chipboard. I'm just going to read on to step 6, which is, on the right of your photo, use a journaling spot or tag and do a little journaling in your own handwriting. This is really important to have the date and the story. It doesn't have to be a lot. You could put the date, place, and who is in the photo. So we're going to have a little bit of journaling. So I think with the blind scrap instructions, the title would be there and the journaling here, but I think I'm going to move the title to down here. So for step 6, I've used a little journaling tag to put the date, and I've also added my title over here, and I'm now up to step 7, and Carrie writes that this is the fun part. Add a cluster of embellishments on the bottom left and right of your photo so it goes over the corners. You can use whatever you would like to use. Also add a small cluster for balance of your page on the top right hand side of your cardstock background. So step 7 is about embellishing. You might be interested in playing along with our blind scrap, or you might just be interested in joining our group Papercraft Secrets Creating with Confidence. I'll pop a link down in the notes below of where you can find the group on Facebook. Leave me a comment below if you have enjoyed this style of video, and thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope you have a lovely crafty day.